right. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me for this session of Alhena Live Labs. I'm Meg. I'm part of the partnerships team at Alhena, and it's very nice to see all of you. Thanks so much for joining this session of Alhena Live Labs, which is focused on conversational search and as it applies to e-commerce. So we're going to be looking at conversational search when it comes to product recommendations and potentially replacing and adding to your legacy search. And then we're also going to talk about how conversational search impacts data analytics and how it opens up a lot of possibilities. And so let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I wanted to start by talking a bit about where e-commerce is going right now. Everyone has a lot of opinions on this in terms of agentic commerce and how AI should be used in e-commerce. And I really think that each brand can have a slightly different approach with AI. Everything is very personalizable, and each brand is so unique that I think each brand should really be thinking about their AI strategy independently. Although, one universal aspect that we have found at Alhena to be extremely useful and efficient when it comes to e-commerce shopping is conversational search, and it can be applied in a lot of different ways, but we're seeing that legacy search is being used less and less and less. There are all of these merchandising tools and shopping agent tools that make it much faster and more enjoyable to find products, as well as look at your data. So we're seeing that shoppers who engage with AI convert so much higher than shoppers who don't, and it's because it's a better experience. So I wanted to walk through that experience with you. First, I wanted to explain how conversational search is integrated into Alhena's features. So you're seeing some of our customers on the screen and some of the average impact that we drive for hundreds of brands. And the way we're able to do this is largely with conversational search. So we are a full suite platform that is across the entire customer journey. So we help with discovery and pre-purchase product recommendations and shopping product education questions, as well as everything post-purchase. So we're really across the entire funnel. We help with AEO and getting your brand recommended in AI search, which is becoming a huge channel that's very highly converting. And then we also help with shopping, product recommendations with AI, and product education questions, as well as post-purchase support so we can initiate returns, track orders, and support your customers in all kinds of ways. And the really nice thing about the support as well is that it's on your site 24/7, and customers are able to get instant answers. They don't have to wait for your human agents to be back in the office. So that's a broad overview of what we do, and we really see conversational search in all of these aspects. One of the reasons why Alhena is so focused on covering the entire shopping journey is because we really believe that your data should be connected. So we take data from the shopping assistant. What are people searching for? What are people interested in when they're on your site? And we use that to inform our AEO strategy for you. And then we also use, the post-purchase support data that we have on customers. So, let's say I'm Meg and I come to your site and you can see that I've ordered something previously. And you can take that into consideration when you're giving product recommendations. So let's say it's a perfume site and you can see that I've ordered a vanilla perfume previously, and I'm coming back to the site looking for another perfume. We can use that information to inform how we recommend products. So the AI can say, I see that you previously ordered this. Are you looking for something to pair with it, or is this a gift for a friend? How did that how did you like the vanilla perfume? Do you want to go in the same direction or a different direction? So we really believe that AI can give you infinite possibilities while still keeping everything connected, and that's what we're going to explore today. So let's take a look at conversational search when it comes to product recommendations. What does that look like? This is Benchmade, and they sell hunting and outdoor knives. And you can see here they have their legacy search, and they also have Alhena's AI search. So a lot of people ask if legacy search is completely dead. Do I keep my legacy search? Do I completely replace it with AI? Again, I want to go back to the point I made earlier, which is that every brand is different, and I really think that leaders should think critically about what would be best right now. I think maybe there's not a one-size-fits-all answer. Legacy search can still be helpful with keywords, and maybe some people still prefer to use legacy search. But AI search is definitely very, very helpful and becoming the future. I mean, we're already seeing a percentage of users beginning their shopping journey in ChatGPT, no matter what vertical it is, right? People want to be able to search in natural language. And so that's a feature that Alhena has prioritized. Wonderful. So when I click on AI search, we see this chat bar, and we also see several suggested questions. Now, we find that suggested questions are really helpful in communicating to the user the power of the AI. AI is a field that is changing so rapidly, and it just continues to gain more and more capabilities. So it's great to give examples of different types of questions, different types of queries that people can use, which gives them, it makes it so that they don't have to type, and it also gives them ideas in terms of what kinds of questions they can ask. So here I'm starting with, do your tactical knives come with mole-compatible sheaths? So this is a very specific question that would not do well in a typical search, right? And we're also showing, so yes, many of our tactical knives come with mole-compatible sheaths, and we found 13 results. You're also seeing, certain results are prioritized based on best match, and then there's also close match down here so that we're making a bit less overwhelming the search process. I can say I am looking for an all-around knife. I fish, camp, and hike, nothing too bulky. So again, this is a query that would not do well in a regular legacy search because there's a lot going on. We're talking about fishing, camping, hiking. We're talking about not bulky. These are things that aren't very well quantified in a typical filtering system. So it's giving me two good options. I can say, are these good for hunting though? And so another aspect of this experience is we're really trying to bring the in-person sales associate experience. So if you were to go into gear store, there would be some very friendly and helpful sales associates there who are product experts. And if you go into a giant store that sells a lot of different things, and you're just looking for one thing specifically, you're probably not going to wander the whole store. Maybe you would, but you're probably not going to wander the entire store looking for, the exact product you need. You might want to go up and ask the sales associate, have a conversation with them, and it's this very consultative experience, and they're able to point you to the right thing very quickly, and it's a pleasant experience. So we saw a gap that e-commerce was not filling there, and that's why we've created the Alhena platform that is very much based on conversational search. So it's saying I have several other options that are better for hunting. So yes, I would like to see those options. There are so many possibilities. So I've mainly been talking about the benefits for the customer, but as the operator, as the brand leader, you have a lot of flexibility in how this is shown. So the UI is all customizable, and if you have certain products that you'd like to push harder than other products, you can select them in the Alhena dashboard and boost them. So, and this doesn't mean that we're always showing those products even when it's not relevant. It's really just that we're looking for the best fit for the customer. And if that happens to be the same category as a boosted product, then we will show the boosted product first. And this is just a way to have a bit of influence over what the AI recommends. And we also have many other ways to give it feedback. We have guardrails, so the experience ends up being one of one, extremely custom to your brand, which is how we think that AI should be implemented. It's not exactly one size fits all. The great thing about AI is it enables a custom experience. So that's how we have set up the Alhena dashboard to facilitate that. So that's a quick look at conversational search. I also wanted to show you how this comes up in our chat widget. So Across all Alhena features, we have this conversational search idea, and it also comes up here. So I can say, I hate vanilla, recommend a bright summery perfume for sensitive skin. So I wanted to show you on a very well-known fragrance brand, Le Labo, because I think fragrances are notoriously difficult to shop for online, since of course the scent is not translated via the internet, although I have a feeling that that might be invented one day. I don't know how, but it's gonna be really exciting when I'm gonna be able to smell candles through the screen. Either way, we're not quite there yet. So AI is really great at helping people make decisions with these types of things that are difficult to shop for online. So it's giving me a recommendation, a bright citrusy scent, no vanilla. What forms do the scent in? Another thing that conversational search is great for is purchasing gifts, and we see this across many different verticals because the AI is a product expert that's able to ask really pointed follow-up questions and get to the bottom of what might be a great fit for a gift. Okay, does the Met scent? Okay, so it's giving me all the different options, and if I click on view product, it takes me to the product page, and it saves my contacts within the chat. So I can say, if sounds good, I like this one, I want a scent theme throughout my home. Do you have any candles that would? So you're seeing that conversational search really works well across a lot of different verticals, and we're able to create bundles for the customer, like custom, which is really great for boosting AOV as well. And then we also have a lot of data in the back end that will tell you what are the common themes. So if a lot of people are asking for this like scent theme idea, you'll be able to see that that's a popular topic in our Alhena dashboard, and that might influence site merchandising decisions, for example. So speaking of data, I've shown conversational search when it comes to product recommendations. I'd like to show you how Alhena has created we've created infinite possibilities when it comes to looking at your data, and we call it talking to your data because it really is that. Basically, you can connect your Alhena dashboard to Claude or ChatGPT, and then you're able to just talk to your data. You can say, you know, show me all the human handoff conversations from last week and analyze the most common topics. You can say, make me a report on the results of the sale that we just ran. And you don't have to worry about filtering for custom dates or, you know, making sure that a lot of times dashboards have limitations, right? You can only see certain data points, and you have to deal with all these finicky filters, and it's kind of a guessing game as to if you're gonna get what you're looking for. And there's no way to ask follow-up questions like, okay, but where are you getting this data from? So we really envisioned a headless data analytics platform, and you see the industry leaders doing things like this, like Salesforce and Slack are, famously went headless, and it's because we're able to do this now, where like an agentic commerce platform, Alhena, is the glue between all of your data. It's all connected, but you have infinite possibilities because you're able to converse with it in natural language. So that is the goal here. And I'd like to show you how to connect your Alhena to Claude, for example. You could do this with ChatGPT too. I've just picked this as an example today. So it's very easy. All we do is hit this plus sign, go down to connectors, manage connectors. You can see everything that's currently connected. And I'm gonna add a new custom connector. I'm gonna name it something like Alhena MCP. And then I'm gonna use this very simple link. It's app.alhena/API/MCP. And I'm gonna add. Now I have to connect Alhena, and I have several different accounts connected here. So I'm just gonna pick the Alhena account. So all I did there was pick from a list of my accounts, and typically customers just have one account. So you'll pick your account and then you'll hit connect, and that's all you have to do. And then we have a couple permissions here. It's read only for now because we're just looking at data. We don't want to take any actions yet. So that is all connected. So now we can ask anything. So I've connected this to the Alhena dashboard. So actually, if you go to our site, this is the great thing about working for an AI company, right? If you go to our site, we have our own chatbot, of course, right here. So I would like to see what kinds of questions people have been asking in the Alhena chatbot. So prepare a quarterly report on Q2 Alhena Glean chat. Focus on common topics. So again, I'm just wanting to emphasize the infinite possibilities that conversational search gives you, especially when it comes to data analytics. And I think this is something that is not being talked about so much when you look at Twitter or LinkedIn or something. Everyone's talking about the really shiny, flashy AI capabilities like, I don't know, like video generation, and everyone's really interested in solving the design problem, which is a big problem, definitely. But I think these day-to-day tasks, like looking at data, are the really important ones that become so much more efficient when you do something very simple like connecting Alhena to your Claude so that you can talk to your data. So now Claude is preparing a report for me while I just can, go do something else, right? And we're able to see like all the different actions that it's doing. It's pulling Q2 data from the Alhena dashboard. You can see that it's using the Alhena MCP connector right here. And it's, it's able to do things at a very small level too, like look at the conversations yesterday and, flag the most important topics. Or if you did a flash sale, like give me the revenue impact for the flash sale that we held last weekend. So this is something that we've been using internally and found very helpful. And so we've been able to create a version that's very helpful for our customers as well. So it is thinking for quite a while, but you can definitely see the benefits here. And I'm going to chat about some other things while it's loading. So in terms of what's going on at Alhena, I just wanted to give you a bit of an update. If you want to see any of this customized to your brand, I would be happy to show you. Me or someone else on our sales team would love to meet with you and show you what this could look like for your brand. I've just been talking about product recommendations and headless data analytics, but this is a very zoomed in view of just a few of Alhena's features. We didn't go into AEO at all. We didn't go into any of the post-purchase support capabilities. So if you want to see any of that or a more detailed shopping assistant demo, we'd love to meet with you. This QR code will just take you to our Calendly link where you can find a time that works for you to meet with us. We're also heading to Shop Talk Europe in about a week. So I'm super excited to chat agentic commerce, AI, and D2C with the industry leaders. If you're going to be there, we would love to see you. If you go to Alhena's LinkedIn, you'll find a couple of ways that you can connect with us, but mainly if you're there and you see us, our booth is P42 and we'd love to chat. We're also hosting these live lab sessions very frequently, so these are the ones that are coming up: 6 ways AI is quietly killing your e-com revenue and how to fix every one, and 5 proven ways AI turns one-time buyers into repeat customers. So the goal of these sessions is to be very pragmatic and very applicable to and helpful. But if there are any topics that you're specifically interested in, let us know. I've been posting on my LinkedIn. I picked Le Labo for this demo, but if you want to shout out your brand, maybe I'll feature it in the next video. In the meantime, let's go back and see if Claude is finished with what they're doing. So it built me a report for Q2. It's telling me Q2 isn't over yet. Okay, awesome. We know that. Excuse me. It's giving me the highlights, conversations, 3 dominant topics, excluded CSAT. So this is the report that I got back. It gave me a docs format and separated out volume. It made me a little table. Who is chatting geographically, common topics. So it did all of this for me, pulling all this data. It made me a report. So this is just one example of what you can do with Alhena's connection to Claude. And yeah, there you go.